It's time for the Wendy Williams Show. Today, from Soprano's daughter to mom on the new hit show Guys with Kids, Jamie-Lynn Sigler's on the couch. Plus, we're showing off the coolest Halloween costumes for kids. Make your kid the trendiest on the block. And Wendy's got the latest all-new juicy hot topics. Now, here's Wendy.
We've got such an entertaining show for you today. But riddle me this. Eva Longoria and the breakup with the boy toy. Have you heard? I got all the details. Let's talk about that and more. It's time for Hot Topics. You know, the other night I was socializing. I told you I went to the Angel Ball. And remember I was telling you that I was sitting at the table and George Hamilton was there, the legend and whatnot. There was a young man who came up to me and said hello. And he said his name was Robert. And he hugged and ingratiated and introduced me to his girlfriend. And I introduced him to my husband. And we ingratiated. But you know how sometimes you see people and you're not exactly sure, but you know that you're supposed to know them by how they receive you. It was bothering me so much. And mind you, this is Sunday when we went out, or Monday, but it's been bothering me all week. It's friend to the show, Robert Buckley. Robert! I didn't recognize, and Robert, I know, you recognize him, right? And it's not like he transformed his look or changed his look. He looked exactly like that, but you know, the lights were dim and my dress was long and I'm holding my hem and, you know, he is currently one of the stars of one of my favorite new shows of the season, 666 Park Avenue, which is Sunday nights at 10 on ABC. Oh, Robert, please accept my apology and come by when you can. So now, there were 2 performance episodes of Dancing with the Stars this week. That Jill Marini, friend to the show, Jill is the cat's meow. I mean, he is just doing it to death. You almost hope that robe falls on both of them. It's just ridiculous dancing. I smell a winner. Do you know what I mean? I mean, all along I've been thinking Sabrina's gonna be the one to win, but this Jill, and he really brought the heat the night before as well. And Carrie-Ann Inaba was so impressed with his performance that she couldn't even stay in her seat. Take a look.
Let the baby making begin! That was ridiculous.
How about, wow.
I give you a 10. Yes, I do. That was a good fall. Then after Dancing with the Stars, I was sitting and I was eating my kale chip snacks. They're really good for you. And they're like potato chips and they're low in calories too. So I'm sitting and drinking my water and eating the kale chips and I'm watching this sitcom Happy Endings, which happens to be in its 3rd season, but last night was the season premiere. All of a sudden, we got a shout out. Take a look.
Honestly, I don't want to see anybody else.
Neither do I. I mean, when I saw you with Carissa today, it took everything in my tiny body not to slap the crunchy curl out of her hair and send her back to whatever monster truck backseat she was born in.
What makes you think she was born in a monster truck?
She said she was from Florida.
You know, Wendy Williams said something on her show yesterday that really resonated with me. She said, girl, you cannot move backwards in a relationship.
So what do we do, girl?
I guess we move forward.
flattering. Thank you, Happy Endings. Happy Endings, thank you very much. Okay, so now, moving on, the election is less than 2 weeks away. And here at Wendy, we're celebrating Wendy style. We've got our very own political party going on. And it kicks off tomorrow with the very smart and politically correct Rachel Maddow. She's friend to the show, she's coming back. I love her. And tomorrow we also we don't just have Rachel, we have a special performance by music superstar 2 Chainz. And then all month long, you can vote on what you want to see me do here on the show. Now, what we do is, if you go to wendyshow.com, we give you choices of what you want to see, and then you vote on your choice. For instance, tomorrow we kick off the double door. Tomorrow, you vote on how you want to see me come through the double doors and start the show. And so we give you your choices, and then you vote, and then I'll do what you say. So, the big news on the front page of, it's big news, the New York Post, is that Eva Longoria and her quarterback from the Jets, hottie Mark Sanchez, have called it quits after 4 months of dating. What do you mean, oh? He's single. And 25. And she's 37. Eva's reps have confirmed the news, saying that there was scheduling conflict, but they remain good friends. That's what they all say. Are you good friends with any of your exes? No. Hell no. That's why they're exes. Anyway, according to this New York Post, they say that Mark is devastated. Does he look devastated? No. If you were 25 and playing for the Jets and every girl from coast to coast wants you, would you be devastated? No. After only 4 months of dating. But he's trying to get over the breakup by partying with a series of women. He was spotted getting flirty with a hot blonde in New York at a nightclub over the weekend. But I have to say, at 37 years old, let me just show you this picture again. This Eva Longoria looks muy caliente. Now, I'm not speculating that the age difference was the issue, but what I am speculating is that a 25-year-old young man is not ready to settle down with all the serious things that a 37-year-old woman wants. At 37, she still, of course, has plenty of baby-making years left, so to me, that wasn't the conflict. In my mind, it's that he's busy being flirty, and she's busy campaigning for President Obama. She's also preparing for a movie. She's also producing a dating show. Eva's still trying to also be busy erasing the memories of her marriage to the NBA star Tony Parker. You know, the evidence is the red mark on the back of her neck. Remember, she got his basketball jersey, number 9, on the back of her neck. And now she's busy trying to remove it. You know what? Don't do it anymore, girl. A little bit of Dermablend. It's what I use for my eczema down here. A little Dermablend, and then just pull a little bit of your kitchen hair down. I don't know what every culture calls that area at the bottom of your kitchen, or at the bottom of your neck, you know, that hair. But in the black culture, at least old black culture, and my parents are old and black, so we grew up calling that the kitchen. So Eva, if you just pull some hair, who knows that as being the kitchen? Oh, you do? Yeah. A couple of white people clapped at that too. So, see, the kitchen. Just pull a little bit of kitchen hair down and put some Dermablend on it and keep it moving. And that's a good place to get a tattoo if you're gonna, you know, say that you love your man and you know, just in case something happens with the relationship. A little kitchen hair and some Dermablend and do you right. Good luck. Okay. So yesterday here on Hot Topics, we were talking about former Real Housewives of Atlanta star Shereé Whitfield, who's no longer with the show, and we were talking about how her cross-eyed ex-husband, Bob Whitfield, is finally agreeing to pay her child support that he owes her. Anyway, but one thing that we were wondering is if she ever finished Chateau Shereé. Now, you'll remember on Housewives of Atlanta, when last we saw it, it was still a hole in the ground. And, you know, being that Shereé appeared to be having a few money problems, we just figured it would stay a hole in the ground and she'd just walk away from it. So we wanted an update, and my Hot Topics team is so thorough, they scoured for an update and couldn't find anything but a quote from Nene saying, "It looks like a box." She said that to Sister Magazine. So we went to the source, and that is you, my viewers. We asked you to viewers, and you came through with flying colors. A Wendy viewer sent a picture, and it comes from TamraTattles.com. And here's the picture. Chateau Shereé, it looks like it's on its way. Shereé, I love your big giant house. Bob Whitfield, the cross-eyed ex, you need to pay your child support because it looks like that $80,000 is gonna come in handy with just the light bill alone. And you Wendy watchers, I love you from coast to coast and all around the world because you really get me the extra information that we need to run this show. So, it's been a good week and a bad week for Brian Austin Green. Do you remember when he played Abby's son on Knots Landing? Yeah, those are only for people of a certain age. Apparently, we're clearly outnumbered in this. I know, girl, I see it with your top now. Okay, all right. Anyway, so we've watched him grow up from playing the son, then he was in 90210, and then he wanted a little rap career. Remember, he was rapping on 90210. And now it appears that he is a father again. With his wife, Megan Fox. They had a baby boy, and the baby boy's name is Noah Shannon. And this is Megan's first child and Brian's second child. Remember, he's got a 10-year-old son with actress friend to the show, Vanessa Marcel. She's a soap opera star. They met, these two, Vanessa and Brian met on the set of 90210, and they dated for 3 years. They never got married, but they do, like I said, they have the son. That's the good news, that he has a second son with Megan Fox. Now that brings me to the bad news. Well, the bad news is that Vanessa, the baby's mother of the 10-year-old, tried to sue Brian Brian tried to sue Vanessa for $200,000 and it backfired. Apparently, he loaned her money back at $200,000 back in 2000 while they were together, but he says it was not a gift, it was a loan. So now here he goes, waiting until last November to ask her to pay up. And she refused. Why not? And so now he sued her. The judge said the case was frivolous, and he waited too long and threw it out of court. So not only did Brian lose the money, but now Vanessa says that the lane is open for her to bring a lawsuit against him for $50,000 in damages. Please don't do that, Vanessa. I mean, like, you're working. Is he working? A little bit. He was on Happy Endings. He's a little guesty on Happy Endings. And, guest star here and there, but she's got a steady paycheck with it. I don't know. Don't sue him. I mean, you guys still share a 10-year-old together. In my opinion, though, loans are for banks, not for human beings. This is the thing. And I mean, and that goes for your parents, your well-meaning brother or sister, your best friend, the neighbors across the street. If anybody asks, or this is me personally, I don't do loans. If you need money and I have it, I'm calling it a gift and I'm giving it to you before I even let go. I'm saying this is a gift. You don't have to pay me back. Because my implication is, because you won't, and then you and I will no longer be friends because I'm good at cutting people, like I'm real good with that, cutting people off. So, and so then that brings us to our hot question of the day. Now, if you've loaned your boyfriend or girlfriend, we'll just do the dating thing, the boyfriend or girlfriend money, and while you're together, and then you break up, do you think that person should pay you back? Of course they owe you to pay you back, but why should they pay you back? You were together sleeping in the same bed. It's kind of like what's yours is mine and mine is yours, especially in a marital situation. But in a boyfriend-girlfriend thing, I get it where you think that you should be paid back, but you're not going to be paid back, and that's only going to wear on your heart, and then you're going to get a heart attack. If life is stressful enough, then don't loan the money. Then don't loan it. But go to wendyshow.com and tell me what you think. I really do want your opinion. Okay, let's talk about Melanie Griffith. Nobody clapped, they all judged. Ooh. Well, I understand why my co-host judged, because after all, Melanie, usually when people are talking about you, we're talking about you battling addiction or the career lows now more than highs. But these days, her biggest battle is not with us, it's with her Twitter people. Okay, so she's 55 years old. I didn't even recognize her, by the way. Did you recognize her in this picture? She's 55 years old. You know who she kind of looks like? You said Jane Fonda? Jane Fonda is 70 years old. I think that she looks like New York legendary newswoman, friend to the show, Sue Simmons. Melanie, you look like a black woman named Sue. And a little bit like Jenny Garth, right? Which is good news, Melanie, because she's younger than you. Anyway, look, so Melanie is now 55 years old, and she was talking to Us Weekly magazine, and she says that she's been bombarded with tweets about her looks. And here's what she says. She says, most people are telling me I look horrible. The tweets I get are really nasty. Well, time to close down the Twitter account. Melanie, you know what? You don't look horrible. You actually look great. There have been times in your life when your looks have been questionable only because on account of plastic surgery and too much filler. You know what I'm saying. I'm not talking out of school. But everything is settled nice and you look really good for 55, 50, or whatever. And she says that she does hot yoga, which I didn't know what hot yoga was, and it is exactly what you think. It's when you're doing yoga, but they turn the heat up to 90. You guys knew what hot yoga was? Hot yoga, and she works out with a trainer. Well, you know what? Whatever you're doing, it looks fine with me. And it's real easy for people to hide behind computers and say it like they mean it. Try sitting in the middle of a stage on national TV in 52 countries in a purple chair and saying it like you mean it. Show your faces, you cowards. All right, look. We've got a great show for you. She played the daughter, Meadow Soprano on The Sopranos, and now she's starring in a new sitcom on NBC. It's called Guys with Kids. Jamie-Lynn Sigler, she's here. Plus, we're gonna show you the hottest Halloween costumes for kids. But up next, Jordy Lippy joins us from Life and Style Weekly magazine, and she's got the inside scoop on what's really going on with John Mayer and Katy Perry. Keep it easy. The inside scoop, here to share the juicy celebrity news from Life and Style Weekly magazine. It's Jordy Lippy. How you doing? All right, let's get right to Rob Pattinson and Kristen Stewart. What's going on now?
Well, I mean, I'm sure you've heard, and I'm sure all Twilight fans have heard, they have reunited since Kristen was literally caught with her pants down with Snow White and the Huntsman director Rupert Sanders. So Rob and Kristen, you know, have been seen all around LA, going to different bars and hanging out, and we even saw some pictures of them kissing. But I have to break it to you, and I'm sorry, Twilight fans, but I'm hearing that Rob isn't necessarily 100% on board with this relationship. I've been hearing, actually spoke to one of Rob's friends recently who said that Kristen is being super needy and a little manipulative. She knows Rob's weaknesses, so she's calling him up and saying things like, you know, oh, I need your help with this, or trying to win over his friends, you know, she's even being nice to fans and smiling, which is something that, like,
she doesn't do that.
She never did that before, ever.
I was asked the other day, do I think that this this breakup and, you know, the makeout session with the Snow White and the Huntsman director was a publicity stunt to promote the movie? And I said no, but I happen to have a lot of people here who say, yes, it was a stunt. Do you think that was a stunt?
I mean, I thought it. Obviously, you thought it. I'm sure, like, all of you guys have
but
thought about it,
But who would want to do a stunt and be on the losing end of it? I mean, you know, our opinion.
I don't think that part was the stunt. I think that the Twilight franchise has a lot riding on Rob and Kristen's relationship.
And they've put them back together and given them a bonus check, maybe.
Well, maybe there's just a little bit of pressure on them to get back together, but I'm definitely hearing that they are very much in love. They're trying to work through things. So if they get back together by the time the movie comes out, it's just even better. But I have to tell you one thing.
Okay.
There's always crazy ex-girlfriends, but in Crazy Ex-Girlfriend in Hollywood, do you know what they do? They buy a house for $2 million, 1.5 miles away from their ex-boyfriend. So that's exactly what Kristen Stewart did.
Really?
Yep. A beautiful, beautiful mansion, but it's just Hollywood style. That's what like any crazy girlfriend would do, you know? But
Okay, there are 2 celebrities up for the role of Elena in 50 Shades of Grey. You know, she's the older woman who turned Christian out when he was like 9.
Oh yeah, she
Really?
15.
Same difference. Anyway, so who's gonna?
Yeah, she introduced him to the wonderful world of S&M. So I'm really excited about this. There are 2 women up for the role apparently: Uma Thurman and Kim Cattrall. And when Kim was asked about the rumors, she didn't deny them at all. She said that there's a lot of people's hopes and desires on this role. They haven't finished the script yet, so casting isn't fully underway. But we're hearing that behind the scenes, Kim is campaigning so hard to get this role. So hard. She does not want Uma to have it. And I mean, Kim would be amazing at this role. We've seen her on, you know, Samantha on Sex and the City.
She is Elena.
She is Elena. But Uma Thurman, you have to remember, she brought Crazy Sexy. I mean, you remember her in Pulp Fiction.
I like her a lot. It's just that Samantha from Sex and the City is Elena from 50 Shades of Grey.
And she is not afraid to show a little nudity.
No.
So I am like all ready for that one.
Yes. Now, who are we having to play Christian?
That hasn't been decided yet, but my vote, Wendy, is Ryan Gosling. I've seen him without his shirt on plenty of times. I am ready to see him with no pants on.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Let's take the pants off. I'm ready for it, Ryan.
Okay. I don't particularly care for the Katy Perry-John Mayer relationship, so I wish it would just go away. But there's an update.
Well, surprisingly, things aren't going so well.
Good. I mean...
Who saw that one coming, right?
Is he cheating?
Well, what we've heard is that we had a spy who caught them out recently, just last week, at a very private club called Soho House here in New York.
Oh, yeah, you're not allowed to use your cell phone there, and there are no pictures taken.
Very private.
I went there one time, but with a member.
Yes, you
Fancy.
have to go. So my spy was probably a member, and she overheard a conversation, a very tense conversation between John and Katie, where Katie said, "Who are you on the phone with?" And John's reply clearly did not make Katie happy because she shot back a look, and you know that look. You know that look.
Yeah.
And she said, "I don't believe you." She said, "I don't believe you." So obviously there's trust issues already, and sources are saying that for some reason Katie is not listening to her gut on this one. Like, did she learn anything from Russell Brand?
Can you just listen to the show? Who wants them to break up? That's all I'm saying.
It's only a matter of time.
It is only a matter of time, as Hollywood relationships go.
Yes, unfortunately.
Jordy, thank you so much for
Thanks
coming
for
by.
having me.
Everybody, pick up your copy of Life and Style Weekly magazine. It's on newsstands today. Up next, we've got the fabulous Jamie-Lynn Sigler. Don't go away. First guest as mezzo-soprano, the daughter of HBO's legendary mob family, The Sopranos. And now she's playing a mom on NBC's newest sitcom, Guys with Kids. Take a look.
Violet is going to be so bummed when she finds out we can't do the haunted hallway. How are you going to break it to her?
Me? How come you always get to be the fun one and I always have to be the wet blanket? Why can't I ever be the dry blanket?
You know, it's just one of those things that's in place. You know, there's always the bad news parent and the good news parent. I mean, I agree, it's crazy unfair. Hey, Violet, Mom wants to talk to you.
Please welcome the lovely Jamie-Lynn Sigler. First of all, welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me back.
Did I detect a limp?
I have a little bit of a herniated disc, so I knew I needed to wear nice shoes for you. So
Oh.
I made, you know,
Oh,
I made do for it.
and they're lovely.
Thank you.
They are the YSL
Correct.
tribute shoe.
Correct. You know your shoes.
Yeah, we
Well
love
done.
shoes, don't
Yeah.
we? And I love your highlights.
Thank you. Yeah, I went
Beautiful.
a little lighter.
And I love your I love. And I love your new sitcom.
I'm so glad.
Yes. Anthony Anderson was here. And of course, we're all fans of Jimmy Fallon. He gets the
Yes.
humor, and he's the creator of the sitcom, which is set in New York.
It is.
And you're from New York.
I am, so I get to pretend that
Yes. Yeah, they shoot it in LA, but the Wendy show is in New York. So do you miss New York?
I'm very much. I mean, I grew up here, so I miss New York every day. I mean, LA is wonderful, but it's the greatest
Nothing like
city
New York.
in the world. Yeah.
What are some of the things that you miss here, other than the shopping, which is epic?
The shopping, my family, but I have like my routines and rituals that I do when I come to New York. Normally, my dad will pick me up from the airport, and we go. I was born in Bayside, Queens, and my favorite pizza in the entire world is there. It's a place called VI Pizza, and it was my first slice of pizza ever. So that's the definition of pizza to me. Their sauce is so good. I like a lot of sauce. And I always get one regular slice and one Sicilian. That's my
Love
that's
that.
my thing.
So, congratulations. I heard that you bought your first house in LA.
I did. I made it official. It's a big deal.
Now, do you live there alone?
Yeah, no, I don't, but but it's daunting when you have a house. You realize, like, I'm so used to apartment living that you have to take care of everything yourself, and I'm working so much so I don't have time to take care of everything. So the essentials, I have a bed, a TV, a couch, a TV, and that's it. But it's okay because I like to just, when I go home, lay down and watch TV. But priorities are my closet.
Okay.
And I'm a little OCD with my closet.
Everything's set up?
Everything was set up the day I was in there, color coordinated. Like,
Yes.
I could do a side business and I would enjoy it.
Well, when you're busy, you have to have your clothes ready to go, you know.
Yeah,
and
but
so
I just like to walk in and see everything. So, like, it's easier to get dressed in the morning when things are set up nicely.
Now, I was reading that you love the reality show Big Brother.
Beyond.
And that you hired a company to recreate. I had no idea you can do this.
Yes, okay, so
to recreate Big Brother?
So there's this company called Reality Rush, and they will recreate your favorite reality experience for you and your friends. So
Including Housewives of Atlanta or Jersey?
I don't know. I think you could probably recreate that on your own.
Yeah. But so go ahead.
So we went, my best friend Lance Bass, we went into his house. There were 12 of us. The company set it up. And so I had mentioned it in a talk show that this was coming up, and my favorite Big Brother player ever, Dan Giesling, tweeted me that he was like, hey, if you ever want another house guest, let me know. So him and his wife, Chelsea, flew out to LA this past weekend and played the game with us. It was the most intense, amazing weekend of my life. I can't tell you how much I love this show.
No cell phones, no.
We turned off our phones for 3 days. We had no TV, nothing, and it was, I got to feel like I did the show. It was amazing.
Wow.
It was so fun. It was so fun.
Okay, now let's talk about Guys with Kids.
Okay.
We've never seen you play a mom before. We mostly remember Meadow Soprano, the daughter on The Sopranos. So, tell us what it's like.
It's great. You know, Tempest Bledsoe is on the show as well. So her and
We love her.
Amazing. So her and I always talk about the fact that, you know, we're both from these iconic TV families, and no matter how long they went on, we always would have been the daughter. So it's kind of cool that we get to share this new chapter and we play moms.
Yes.
And there was a void, I think, on television of young moms. I mean, you had teen moms, and then you had older moms, and there are girls in their late 20s, early 30s that are having kids.
The entire show is just it's a funky fun show to watch.
It is.
Now there have got to be a lot of kids, because kids always have to be played like in triplets or twins because of child labor laws.
We have 11 babies and then some older kids as well. And I mean, this version of motherhood is suiting me just fine at the moment, because literally you have one cute baby, and if they're wet and they're crying, you literally go like this, and you get an identical, clean, freshly napped, happy one. So it's...
If real life could only be that way, and then you go to your trailer and lock the door. You don't have to deal with that. Not
I'm
yet.
actually next door to triplets. So I hear them all, but they're cute. It's okay.
Well, I heard you're dating a baseball player.
I am.
His name is something or another Dykstra, and I wanted to ask you whether he's related to
Yes,
Lendy.
Lenny's his dad.
Lenny's his dad. No, what's his name?
His name's Cutter.
Cutter.
Good name.
That is a good name. And he's a baseball player?
He's a baseball player, yeah.
So, do you find it challenging dating an athlete? Are the groupies any different than just dating a hot guy?
I think in general, if you're dating a hot guy, you know, you have to have trust.
Yes.
I'm not worried about that. I think I like a man, so I dig an athlete.
Yes.
But they understand sort of the dedication that you need, and they have flexible schedules like an actor, so I think it works out pretty well.
What team does he play for?
The Washington Nationals.
Gotcha, the Nationals. Oh, we have a surprise for you before we let you go. Because we know, being here in New York, I just wanted to check. She can't live without her VI pizza. So, bring it on out, John!
That's so sweet. Have you had any?
I had a little bite earlier. You're right. The sauce is something really special. And
I thought I was gonna
studio
go this trip
audience,
without
we have
it.
some for you as well. Your VI pizza. Thank you so much. Jamie-Lynn Sigler, thank you for coming back.
Have a bite.
Good luck with everything regarding the show.
Thank you.
And your love life. You guys watch Guys with Kids Wednesday night at 8:30 on NBC. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You know, riddle me this. Where will your first kiss of 2013 be? Tell us your story and win a trip to New York City's Times Square New Year's Eve. And all you have to do is enter Nivea's Kiss of the Year contest. Go to Nivea's face page to enter now. And you know Nivea makes kissing better. Okay, so now it's time for Ask Wendy. Oh, how you doing?
Hi, Wendy. My name is Carla. How you doing?
Hi, Carla.
So my question's about my roommate,
Okay.
who recently got a boyfriend, and they're head over heels, which means he's over multiple nights a week.
Now, is this college?
Yes.
And this is a dorm?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we share a room together, which means when they get busy in the sheets, I have to leave and stay in our campus living room. Wendy, how do I approach her without seeming like a prude?
Are you a freshman?
No, I'm a sophomore.
Okay, so you learned about this last year.
Yeah. Well, she wasn't this active last year.
Oh, she was your roommate last year as well.
Yeah.
So she's not just your roommate, she's your
No.
friend.
Yeah.
Well, friends can talk to each other about things like this. This is a classic college situation, Carla. So this is what you do. You talk to your roommate firmly and you say, look, girl, you and boyfriend and the sex and me sleeping out, you know, in the streets. This is not working for me.
Yeah.
All I'm going to ask you to do is please be considerate of me. Maybe you have the sex because both of you are free while I'm in or in my economics class. In other words, you're in class and they have the sex. Or, you know, you're at dinner and they can have the sex.
Okay.
Or something. You know, in other words, be more considerate. You're not hating on her and you're not jealous of her, but just be more considerate. And next year you might want to put in for a single. Right?
I'll consider it.
Very well, very well. Okay. Oh. I love doing Ask Wendy here on the show, and I'm in the process of writing an Ask Wendy book. What I need from you is I need real questions from people who are really asking Wendy. Please send me any questions that you have regarding relationships. This is not just boyfriend, girlfriend, it's mother, daughter, your relationship with your mother-in-law, your children, your neighbors across the street, their barking dog. It's a relationship book. So go to wendyshow.com and send me your Ask Wendy question. And thank you very much. Okay, up next, everybody, adorable kids show off this year's hottest Halloween costumes. Don't miss it. Welcome back. So Halloween is almost here, and if your kids haven't found the perfect Halloween costume, it is not too late. We're here for you. We've got the hottest kids costumes of the year, and here to explain what they are and why they are is style expert, friend to the show, Jen Fallick. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, so Halloween is next week. You know, is there still time to find the perfect costume?
There is still time. I know sometimes you go into stores and the selection is scarce. You can go online and find them, and for a few extra dollars, you can get them overnighted if you're super last minute like I am.
Yes.
So we've got costumes here, all the hottest costumes from buycostumes.com. Go online. You don't even have to make a trip out of the house.
Perfect.
Fun things or things from your kid's closet. Repurpose them and make up a costume.
Perfect. Well, we're going to get a fashion show started, and all of the children in the fashion show are family and friends of Wendy staffers. So first we have Ethan, Shane, Zach, Giovanna, and Maddie, and they are dressed from the box office smash movie, The Avengers.
Yes, we got our Incredible Hulk.
Love it.
It was the biggest movie of the year, and it's so perfect for Halloween. Kids can unleash their inner superhero. They can be strong like the Hulk, courageous like the Iron Man. You can totally ham it up. And it doesn't just have to be for boys. You know, you can make a Captain America for a girl, too, and play up with accessories. So
Absolutely. Girls...
Halloween, anything goes. So these are some really fun costumes.
Really cute. Girls run the world. Okay, thank you, kids. Up next, we have Makai, Diani, and Phenomenal. They're dressed as our favorite pop culture stars. We got Psy, Honey Boo Boo Chow, and CeeLo Green.
Yes, everyone loves a good pop culture reference. And I mean, Psy's song, you can't stop hearing it. The famous dance, they can dance all the way through Halloween. CeeLo, love this. And then obviously you need the Honey Boo Boo. And these are costumes that literally you can repurpose things you already have.
Girl,
so that's what I love.
I know
It's
you're
like
not
a
about to
tracksuit.
open that on Miss Wendy's stage. Thank you. They look cute. So CeeLo,
and Psy, you know, that song, we can't get it out of our heads.
Right.
Now we can dance from house to house.
Yes.
Obviously the Honey Boo Boo too. And just get a go-go juice, take a bottle of soda, wrap it up, make it look like go-go juice, a ring pop, you know, whatever you need to make it fun.
Perfect.
Ham it up.
Thanks, kids. Okay. Moving along, we've got Tessa, Miles, and Amari, and they're dressed as zombies from that hit AMC TV show everyone's talking about, The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead is the show right now. Everyone is obsessed with it, and zombies are a classic Halloween costume. This makes it modern. Have your kids skip their nap for the day, and they'll actually walk around like zombies.
He's being hidden
that
by
night.
a zombie.
They can we've got our sheriff, we've got our zombies, a little fake blood. It's such a fun, current way to take a classic costume and make it totally perfect for this year.
These are really cute. Well, thank you so much. Last but not least, we have the classic Stevens, a shark. And Robert is a skunk. And Parker is a lion being carried out by our producer, Dan, who's the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz. Oh,
adorable, right? I mean,
my God.
Halloween really is the ultimate photo op. So when you go with a classic costume, it's going to be timeless. You'll look back on those pictures, it'll never be outdated. And on adults, maybe boring. On kids, so adorable.
This is so cute.
You can even spray him with a little something, so he'll have the skunky
I
skag.
can't believe how big the kids are getting. Wow, thank you, kids. Thank you, Dan. Now, let's all get together in the center of the Wendy stage and show off your costumes. It wouldn't be Halloween without the candy, so you're all going home with your own bucket of candy. Yeah! Candy for everybody.
Yes. Ready?
You guys keep it here. Happy Halloween, kids. And up next, we've got Wendy's hair drive. Don't miss it. Here you go, kids. So it's still October, and Breast Cancer Awareness Month continues, and so does Wendy's hair drive. Now, we've got friend to the show, celebrity hairstylist Nick Arosia here, and Nick has been cutting off ponytails all month long for a good cause. The ponytails are made into wigs for breast cancer patients, and it's a good thing. Now, today, our donor's name is Lisa Baxter. Lisa, your hair is sumptuous.
Thank you.
I mean, there's no other way to say it.
Thank you.
How long is that hair?
I'm not exactly sure.
Well, from a wiggy standpoint, I would definitely say it's 24 inches down the back and slightly tucked into your underwear. It's nice and long.
Getting wiggy now. Look at this, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful hair. And then, you know, in order to do this, you have to have like virgin hair. You can never have dyed your hair unless it's vegetable dye. They're very stringent regarding the rules. Now, what made you decide to donate hair today, Lisa?
Well, I was inspired by my two friends who are here with me, Tracy and Desiree. They're both cancer survivors.
Girls, can we see you? Oh, hi, girls. Wow. Now that's what I call standing by your friend. Okay, so Nick is gonna get started cutting your ponytail. How long has it been since you had your hair cut shorter?
A couple of years.
Yeah, it grows fast then.
It does grow.
Are you gonna dye it and get it?
I'm completely open.
Open. Well, there you go. There you have it. You're a good friend. Take a look at yourself there in the monitor. It looks really good. Nick is going to take you back to his salon and he's going to do whatever you want regarding highlights and a haircut and that whole bit. Don't forget to rip and tear from magazines because that's always a good inspiration, right, Nick?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, if you want to be a part of Wendy's Hair Drive, just go to wendyshow.com. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Listen, earlier in the show, I was telling you about Brian Austin Green lending his ex-girlfriend $200,000, and I wanted to hear back from you what you think about, because I asked you, if you loan a boyfriend or girlfriend money and then you break up with them, do you have to pay it back? Should you pay it back? 61% of you said yes. A loan is a loan and you should pay it back. 39% of you agreed with me. You said no. If the boyfriend gives you money, it's not really a loan, it's a give. Judge Judy says it too? Well, she is the truth, she knows. Okay, look. I want to thank today's guest, Jamie-Lynn Sigler, thank you so much for coming. Also, Jordy Lippy from Life and Style Weekly, thanks for sharing the dish. Jen Falk and all the adorable kids with the Halloween costumes, so good. Of course, my co-host, my studio audience, thank you for being here. Tomorrow, we've got another big show. Don't miss the kickoff to our political party where your vote counts. You decide what you want to watch all month long here on Wendy. Just go to wendyshow.com. Also tomorrow, the very smart Rachel Maddow and the very, very talented superstar 2 Chainz will be here for a performance. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.